Three, two, one, let's go. What's going on, guys? Theo to the Future here with another episode of my 100 movie bucket list challenge series. Today, we are watching... Okay, hold up. You guys ever feel like the universe is talking to you? I do. I'm a bit crazy, but I feel like it's talking to me sometimes. The hardest part about that is figuring out what it's trying to tell you, but let me explain why I feel like it's talking to me right now. As you may know, I started working again this May, and the last 3 movies that I've watched have dealt with man versus society in a sort of way. Man versus, society and going and working and stuff. Specifically, almost work culture. The last 3 movies I've watched have been The Big Lebowski, Office Space, and now today we are watching Fight Club. So, right, are you seeing the lines, the parallels that are being drawn right now between my life and these movies that I'm watching? Like, randomly. The movies themselves are not random because I'm following a list, but the timing of it is just so weird. You know, Big Lebowski, dude is lazy, doesn't work, unemployed, just chilling. But he's such a cool dude. I love that. I love his character. He's just a little too chill. Office Space, Peter, the main guy. Love him when he gets chill. Like when he gets hypnotized and he's just like so chill and relaxed. I love that side of Peter. It's just he's a little too extra, a little too angry. And now today, Fight Club, I guess we're going all the way over the edge, baby. We're getting extra angry. I have seen this movie. I've probably seen it more than I've seen Office Space, and I like it. I guess more than The Office Space. It's higher on my movie list than Office Space is. So I'm excited for this. Love Brad Pitt. Love I forget the man's name. Edward Norton. He's great. Edward Norton's great. And Helena Bonham Carter. She's amazing too. So I'm excited to get into this. I have my coffee ready. Tastes delicious. Oh, there's a hair in it. Yeah. It's time for me to shave this. I think it's time to shave all what's going on over here. But yeah, I hope you guys are chilling, ready to go. Let's jump into some Fight Club, shall we? Hey, this will be the second movie this month that Meatloaf is in. Because Meatloaf was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Crazy. What is all this? Is it in the brain right now? Like the neurons? Are those neurons we're seeing there?
People are always asking me if I'm Tyler Durden.
3 minutes.
So we were inside of his brain, which is an interesting way to have started this film off. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Getting exciting now.
That old saying, how you always hurt the one you love? Well, it works both ways.
He just said, that saying, you always hurt the one you love. Well, it works the other way around. I guess that means the one you love always hurts you as well. Just pointing that out.
That was Bob.
We're still men.
Yes, we're men. Men is what we are. 8 months ago, Bob's
I don't know.
testicles were removed.
Like,
hormone therapy.
I just became hyper aware of my own boys down there, and I could feel them, and they're like, "Oh God, I don't like this. I don't like this part. I don't like
He
this part."
developed bitch tits because his
It's making me
testosterone was too
feel
high and his body
uncomfortable.
upped the estrogen. Everything's a copy of a copy.
Hey,
of a
there he
copy.
was. He's already blinking into his life. Yo, is that what it's really
Deep
like?
Space exploration ramps
You start
up, it'll be
seeing
the
things
corporations
little by
that
little?
name everything. It must have been Tuesday. He was wearing his cornflower blue tie. He was full of pep. Must have had his grande latte enema.
He's just analyzing
Like
him.
so many others, I
looking
had
at
become
him.
a slave to the IKEA.
I don't know. Do a lot of people do that? Because I do. When I'm out and about, I do look at people and I think about their body language and what it's saying. I don't know if a lot of people do that. Do you guys do that?
If I saw something clever, like a little coffee table in the shape of a yin-yang, I had to have it.
That's weird.
In it.
It's not weird,
The
but it is
Hubble Home
impulsive.
Exerbyte.
It's quite
Or
impulsive.
the Johanneshav
This
sofa with the string green
consumerism.
stripe pattern.
just
Even
buying
these
stuff
lawful wire lamps of environmentally
without any
friendly,
thought.
unbleached paper.
He like his identity is tied
He
to
used to read
everything
pornography.
outside of
Now
himself.
it was the Horchow.
You need healthy, natural sleep. Choose some valerian root and get more exercise.
That's a crazy good doctor. Why is that doctor so good?
Hey,
I feel like
come on.
doctors would just
I'm in
prescribe
pain.
him something.
You want to see pain? Swing by First Methodist Tuesday nights. See the guys with testicular cancer.
That's a good doctor, man.
That's pain.
And there's a flash of Tyler again. Is that what it's really like? I wonder. Yo. Okay. Let me tell you guys a quick story. I was working at this magazine warehouse. You know, we packaged up magazines to send them out to different stores. And one night I went home, and late at night, so I get home at like 3 a.m. I go to sleep, and I start hearing noises in my head, right? And I'm like, I heard something, and it was like little faint sound of fast and hard metal / rock and roll, like. And I could just hear it very, very faintly, and I was like, what the frick is that? I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, what is that? And I'm going over to the wall. I'm listening to the wall. I'm listening over here. I'm listening over there. And I realized it was in my head. And it just kept playing, and I couldn't stop it. And it was driving me, not insane, but it was worrying me, because I was like, yo, is this going to keep happening forever? You know, like when you get the hiccups, and you're like, oh no, I'm going to have the hiccups. Hey, that's an irrational fear. Am I going to have the hiccups forever? Are they ever going to stop? Anyway, it just kept playing in my head, and I could hear it, and I was like tripping out about it. And it didn't stop, right? And I was like, where does this come from? I think my deduction was that because I had my headphones in all day, in like one ear at a time, and quite loud, because it was quite loud in the warehouse. I think because I had it in all day, it was like a phantom audio, or like, I don't know how my body even works, but I feel like the audio was imprinted on my eardrum or wherever. It was just there, and it was lingering, and I could just hear a faint sound of like rock music, because I listen to rock music. Fortunately, it did fade away eventually, but it would come back sometimes, and then it would leave. And it's kind of like this, you know? I was tripping out. I was so tripping out. Anyway, let's continue.
So let's all of us here follow Thomas's good example and really open ourselves up. Did you find
There's
it hard?
Tyler again. He's just flicking in very frequently
And this is
now.
how I met the big moosey.
That's an interesting hobby, huh? That's an interesting hobby. One thing I think about sometimes is like if I had a lot of free time and, you know, all my financial responsibilities are taken care of, like just going to like random places. I don't know if I would go to support groups per se, but like I don't know, where could a random place that I could just go by myself? I don't know, go to different classes. Like maybe I'd just take a pottery class. That would be cool. Oh, go take a dance class or something. I guess it's all about classes. I'm thinking about groups, support groups and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, just to go to different places. I don't know. Do you guys do that? I just don't have free time.
If I didn't say anything, people always assume the worst.
Or I guess it's about fitting yourself into groups where you don't belong, which is the interesting part of it, because people just assume you are meant to be there.
Step forward through the back door of the room.
I guess the exercise is to
Where
go
does it
and
lead?
surround yourself with people
To
who
your
are
cave.
suffering worse than you are.
Forward
That's gotta
to
be
your
like a
cave.
perspective opening
You're going
experience, because that's really what he's doing. He's going to surrounding himself with people who are in deep pain, you know?
Everything.
This is cancer, right?
She comes in smoking a
This
cigarette.
chick, Marla Singer, did not Marla, the big tourist.
Crazy.
Her lie reflected my lie. I couldn't sleep.
Very interesting predicament, my guy. That's the interesting where he finds comfort and relaxation. And crazy that a second person
Next group
does
after
the same
guided
thing.
meditation,
And there was Tyler
after we
again.
open our heart chakras.
No one will have sex with me.
Why? Why not?
I'm so close to the end, and all I want is to get laid for the last
Why
time.
not? There's no way. I don't believe you.
I have pornographic movies in my apartment.
I don't believe her. I don't believe her.
Chloe.
Maybe it's because it's the 90s.
Everyone likes
Like, I don't know, but
Chloe.
maybe she can't find anybody. But I'm sure she'll be fine. Just ask around. She could find somebody to
Now, let's
get jiggy with. No doubt about it.
We need to talk.
Sure.
She's hot, man. She's so freaking hot. And I like girls with this style,
I'm on
which
to
is a problem because they're usually
You're a
they're
fake.
usually
You're
trouble.
not dying. I don't know. When people think you're dying, man, they really, really listen to you
Instead of just waiting for their turn to speak.
That's his reason.
Looks like this is goodbye.
Well, let's not make a big thing out of it, okay?
How's this for not making a big thing?
That's pretty stone cold. I like that.
If you wake up at a different time, in a different place, could you wake up as a different person? The microwave cordon bleu hobby kit.
I gotta say, I guess from the outside, I see a job of a person who flies around a lot and travels a lot, and it looks like fun. It looks like, wow, you get to travel, you get to see all these different places and whatnot. But I can see how if you're traveling constantly, it can become normal to you, and it can become repetitive, and it can become stressful and tiring because you're always moving from one spot to another. The routine is not very constant. You know, you can't really settle. I have a friend that travels quite a bit. His job is exciting. I guess the job, it depends as well, because this guy is traveling around looking at accidents. My friend travels around with his coworkers who are also his friends, and they do like tattoo conventions and whatnot. So that sounds more fun than this job than this job that this guy is doing. But yeah, I could see how it might be stressful. Although it does look fun,
Shampoo,
right?
conditioner
You're like
combos,
seeing all these new
sample
places
packaged mouthwash,
and
tiny
stuff.
bars.
I'd rather fly around
people
going
I
to
meet on
tattoo
each flight.
conventions than
They're single serving
car
friends.
accidents, though.
Between takeoff and landing,
Single
we
serving
have our time
friends.
together.
He equates people
On a long enough
to
timeline, the
products.
survival rate for if X is less than the cost of a recall, we don't do one.
Are there a lot of these kinds of accidents?
You wouldn't believe.
Oh my god.
Which car company do you work for?
A major one.
That's crazy. It's all math.
Plane banked
It's
too
all
sharply on
math.
takeoff for crash, or a mid-air collision.
My guy is
Anything.
disturbed, bro. What
You
is
were
the
seated, you
what
know,
is the
where'd you see
condition
us?
he has?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He met him finally.
Be
He
unable,
snapped.
unwilling to
He
perform the duties
snapped.
listed on-
What was it that made him snap? What was it that made Tyler finally click in and manifest into a solid form in his life? The dream about the death? Maybe he had a dream about death, and then when he woke up, I don't know. Maybe that was what the catalyst. But yeah, what disease or mental issue is this guy dealing with where he's kind of emotionless? He finds it hard to be empathetic. He's thinking about extreme things to force some sort of emotion out of himself. What is this?
So you can pretend like you're interested.
Okay.
You have a kind of sick desperation in your laugh.
Yeah, the exact.
Did you know if you mixed equal parts of gasoline and frozen orange juice concentrate, you can make napalm?
Oh,
No, I did not know that.
what an interesting thing to say to a person you just met.
By far.
Now a question of etiquette. As I pass, do I give you the ass or the crotch?
It's always the ass. Always ass. You know, you never want to give the crotch. Hey. unless.
Airlines have.
I like how he mentioned, I don't know why, but I like how he asked, how's that working out for you? How's being clever working out for you? I don't know. I don't know if there was any significance to it, but I feel like it's a good question because I feel like a lot of people just float around and being clever and complacent and whatnot. And, you know, it's kind of like they're faking it a little bit. Like it's not what's really going on under the surface.
A foot of concrete's important when your next door.
SCAT. What is that? Senior Citizen Affordable Taxi? Senior Citizen. Is that a real thing? Is that a subliminal message? SCAT? I don't know. Maybe I was thinking too hard. Okay, so the question is, did he do this to his own apartment? Like, was Tyler mentioning explosives his mind kind of telling him about him that he did this, reminding him that he did this, like he kind of did this to set himself free.
How embarrassing. A house full of condiments and no food.
And he's still only thinking about these surface level things, like how he looks to people. So he is now calling nobody, right? Like he's not talking to anybody, right? He's calling himself.
Who's this?
I like how he's eating chips.
Who is this?
We met on the airplane.
You could just see him in your mind.
I was close to being complete.
Shit, man, now it's all gone.
All gone.
All gone.
It's like he's wrestling with himself.
Vegas.
The side that's connected to those things, and the side that wants to let all that garbage go.
Like, why do guys like you and I know what a teve is? Is this essential to our survival? What are we then?
Consumers.
Right.
Yeah.
Consumers.
Big time.
We're byproducts of a lifestyle obsession.
Big time.
Murder, crime, poverty, these things don't concern me. What concerns me are celebrity magazines.
Yeah, man.
Television with
Bro.
500 channels.
It's
Some
gotten
doesn't
worse.
even land.
Has it not gotten worse today? Is it not gotten worse? Tyler Durden would look at today's society and he would puke because it has just gotten worse, especially with social media. It just exploded. Exploded.
Rogaine,
Consumerism
Viagra,
exploded.
Cholesterol. It's all going down, man. So fuck off with your sofa units and
It's
string
not
strike
not
pads.
going down, Tyler. If only you knew. It's not going
So
down.
stop being perfect. Let's evolve. Let the chips fall where they may.
We're not evolving. We're not evolving.
That's me. And I could be wrong.
Would that be a problem?
Is it a problem for you to ask?
Interesting.
Can I stay at your place?
He's like
Yeah.
begging himself to ask, or trying to get himself to open up to ask the question.
Audience has any idea?
It's interesting how he himself is now telling us about Tyler. He's making all this up, right? He's giving him such a solid backstory, really solidifying this
It affords him other
person in his head.
opportunities.
I wonder if people actually did this. Did you guys?
Nobody knows that they saw it, but they did.
I wonder how often, if ever, that actually happened. That's
Even a hummingbird couldn't catch Tyler at work. Times as a banquet waiter at the luxurious Pressman Hotel.
interesting job selection he's giving this character.
How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight.
He's really trying to break out of his
Come
shell.
on, hit me before I lose my nerve.
He really snapped, man.
This is crazy.
Oh, what kind of a punch is that, though? He like hit him with a.
Hit me in the ear.
What is that?
Jesus, I'm sorry.
And they're hitting each other for real, bro. Oh my gosh. Well, they're hitting each other. He's hitting himself. Like really hard hits. Just hitting himself. Bro, okay, so one time me and my friends had a fight club for one of my birthday parties. It was the best birthday I've ever had, I think. It was about when I was 20, in my early 20s, maybe 22, 23, 24. And we were all here at my house, and we were in my backyard. It was like at night. And we're like, yo, let's just fight. Let's have a fight club. But we didn't throw real punches at each other. It was more like wrestling. And whoever could like throw each other to the ground got a point. And I don't remember if it was like first to 3 or first to whatever. But not everybody there fought. But there was like maybe 5, 6 of us that went in rotation and each fought each other, and I forget who won the night, but oh man, that was so much fun. It was really fun. It was so fun.
We should.
What a great night. It was like over 10 years ago.
He said he'd been there for a year.
I was just
It
gonna
looked like
ask,
it was
like,
waiting to be
how
torn
did
down.
Edward
Most of the
Norton's
windows were
character
boarded up.
find this house? It's huge.
Neither would
It's
have
just dirty, but it's huge. It's like it could be nice if it wasn't so dirty. I mean, as
What a
long as there are no
shithole.
bugs crawling around, then it's actually
Nothing
nice.
worked.
Well, the shower situation's kind of gross.
Turning on one light meant another light in the house went out. By the end of the first month, I didn't miss TV. I didn't even mind the warm, stale refrigerator.
It's crazy the things that you can get used to. You can get used to a lot of stuff if, you know, you have no choice. If something gets taken away from you, you have no access to it, you begin to forget about it. I love this transition right here. he sounds like he's underwater. All right, like you can barely hear anything. And then when he throws the file, it's like a droplet.
If you could fight anyone,
And then it transfers over to Tyler in the tub. That's very cool. The transition of audio.
You can't get married. I'm a 30-year-old boy.
We're a generation of men raised by women. I'm wondering if another woman is really the answer we need.
This is some red pill stuff right here. Yo, this is way before red pill, bro. Way before red pill. Yo, men were going through it. We have been going through it.
We were finding out more with my insurance company. I should have been upset about my nice, neat, flaming little shit.
Look at him, man. I kind of like where he's at right now. He's like, he's like not even caring. Well, he looked. I don't know what he was thinking there. Was he thinking like, ooh, let me hit that? Or was he thinking about how, like, he doesn't even need to go there anymore because he found something better? And he's like kind of looking at her in a condescending way. I'm not too sure. But he looked pretty confident right there.
I showed this already to my man here. You liked it, didn't you?
Oh!
Swallow a pint of blood before you get sick.
That's very disturbing.
Right in everyone's face.
I would be surprised if
Tyler
someone
and I
got
was made
fired for
invisible.
doing that. That was
It
super
was on the tip
disturbing.
of everyone.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
I love this movie. This movie is so
First rule of Fight Club
testosterone
is do
driven.
not talk about Fight Club. This is your first night at Fight Club.
You gotta fight.
You have to fight.
Oh my goodness.
Choke when someone caught that
Oh.
spray.
Look how happy he is.
Live anywhere like you
Oh
were
my
there.
god.
Fight Club could tell someone
There's
that
something
had to
cool
fight.
about it.
I wouldn't be talking
I
to
know
the same man.
this is, you know, the term toxic masculinity has become very popular within the last decade, right? This is clearly, I think it's toxic masculinity. But there's something cool about, you know, having that secret club that you see people in outside of it and you like don't even communicate. There's something really cool about that.
That what a man looks like?
Yeah, they're so weird. They're so weird.
Self-destruction.
So this is toxic masculinity right here. I would say so. I wouldn't argue against it if someone said this is toxic masculinity. Like, yeah, it is. Damn, Brad Pitt. Yo, Brad Pitt has been my fitspiration for a long time, man. I always, when I get into my workout phases, you know, I think about Brad Pitt in this movie and in Snatch.
Hostile church.
Oh, is that against the rules, bro? That's too much.
How about next week?
How about next month?
Jeez, man. See, there's that camaraderie there, but I just think it's over the line. Like, I feel like, do you really
Sometimes
need to
Tyler
get out
spoke
that
for
much
me.
aggression?
Fell down some stairs.
I don't know. I don't think so. But, you know, everyone's different.
The
It's
reason
crazy
like
that they're able to do these things to each other and then be cool about it, you know? There's something admirable about that. It's crazy to have to go that far over the line to feel something.
Any historical figure.
I'd fight Gandhi. How about you?
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Good question.
Big guy,
Like,
big
who would
reach,
you fight if
skinny
you could
guys
fight
fight to the
anybody in the world? Let me think about that. Put that down in the comments. Who would you fight if you could fight anybody in history ever to ever exist? I would fight. I'd probably want to fight like Logan Paul, right? But he'd destroy me. You know, as annoying as I find him, I can't deny that he would destroy me. I would love to fight Logan Paul. I'll say that right now. I'd love to fight Logan Paul. I know I would lose though, but that's my choice. Logan Paul. I'd like to just, you know.
Do you want to wait and hear me describe that?
Do you want to listen?
Oh God,
My spirit can use
so disturbing. He just leaves the phone there. That's pretty funny. Oh, he went to her. This is when, alright, gotcha.
I can hardly believe anything about last night.
Okay, so she knows that they are actually the ones who screwed. It's crazy thinking about this movie after watching it.
What are you doing here?
So she should be really confused right now. Like what? What are you talking about?
What?
Okay, she is!
What are you doing in my house?
She's confused.
Fuck you.
Yeah, okay. You're dealing with a sick individual, ma'am. Or both of them are quite not mentally well. But, I guess she doesn't realize that he's not, like, he's really sick yet.
You got here fast.
How did Tyler know where she lived, right?
Did I?
And she just pulls him in without knowing who he is. She clearly knows who he is. Okay, I just love this part. I love this part where he just... I love that. Oh, man.
And the shit that came out of this woman's mouth, I ain't never heard.
My God. I haven't been fucked like that since grade school.
What the
How could Tyler not go for that? Night before last, he was splicing
Don't
soccer.
say anything about me or what goes on in this house to her or to anybody. We're done.
This is interesting.
Okay.
This is interesting. He is making ultimatum with himself about exposing his split identity to her. That's really interesting. It's almost like that part of himself is conscious and doesn't want to be found out. Like, how does that even work? How are these moments happening? I'm wondering, like, how is he so split that he's experiencing the lovemaking and
I could have moved to another
working out
room.
at the same time? How does that
On the
work?
3rd floor.
Talking to.
Shut up.
Who are you talking
became the calm little
to?
center of the-
So sometimes
I
he's
was the zone
Tyler,
master.
sometimes he's himself. How does that work? I don't know.
Get yourself together.
I got right in everyone's
Wow,
house,
the
little
boss
face.
is actually kind of
Yes, these are
understanding.
bruises.
Yeah, like the
I
boss.
am enlightened.
The boss doesn't feel as toxic as
Give
like
up the condo
boss
life,
from
give up
Office
all your
Space.
flaming world.
No, I wasn't aware of that at all.
I am Jack's cold sweat.
Does this sound strange to you?
Why is he getting a cold sweat right now?
Tell him. Tell him the Liberator who destroyed my property has realigned my perception.
Tell him the Liberator who destroyed my property has realigned my perceptions.
Have you recently made enemies with anyone
Oh.
who might have access to homemade
So many clues laid out.
Reject me. That condo was my life. Okay.
He's like, this is
I
him
loved
trying to
every stick
hold
of
on
furniture
to
in
that part of
place.
him.
That was not just a bunch of stuff that got destroyed.
Or,
it was me.
or
I'd
he's
like to
using
thank the
it.
Academy.
Yeah, he's lying. So he's faking it. He's really separated himself from that part of himself, or from that life. He's done a good job of severing that tie to his personal belongings. But he was really good at acting like he wasn't.
Pay dirt.
I mean,
Richest, creamiest fat in the world.
this is one way to get, I mean, at least for his soap business, there's no overhead, right? Like, he doesn't need to buy his fat from anywhere. He sources it for free.
What are you doing?
Guided meditation worked for cancer. Could work for this.
Stay with the pain. Don't shut this
Oh my gosh, the way he brings him back.
Your hand. The first soap was made from the
That's
ashes of yours.
crazy.
Like the first.
To think of the word serum or flesh.
Stop it! This is your pain. This
Oh
is your
my
burning hands. Right
gosh.
here.
I'm going to my.
the way he keeps trying to escape and he keeps bringing him back is it's like, it's horrible, but there's something to it.
No, and someday you're gonna die.
Yeah, okay. Jeez. It's so over the top and unnecessary.
It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything.
Jeez. I mean, I get it, but it's some extreme therapy, you
Tyler
know?
sold this.
Make a managerial decision. You find this. What would you do?
You see, he seems pretty fair. He doesn't seem like a douchebag boss.
Well, like semi-automatic weapon, pumping round after round into colleagues and coworkers.
Okay, how is this guy not getting fired?
This might be someone you've known for years.
Like, is this not a fireable offense?
Tyler's words coming out of my mouth.
Jeez, the way he
He's
snatched
such
that
a
is
nice
crazy.
guy. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. See you around.
Why is he so not into her? He clearly, like, finds her attractive, but he's not into her. Does he feel like he is better than her because, you know, she's bummy and whatnot? Does he like... Maybe he thinks he's better than her. He thinks he's above her. That's why he doesn't want to go after her as himself. Oh! Yo, I wouldn't put Bob. You know, Bob's a big guy. Bob could do some damage, man. Oh, he did. He won. Yeah, I would, whew. Wait, I thought it said no shirt in Fight Club. What's up with that? Isn't that a rule?
God damn it, an entire generation pumping gas.
He's going off on his revolution talks now. His demeanor changed drastically.
Working jobs we hate, so we can buy shit we don't need.
And I resonate with all of this, except, you know, it's, I don't know. Isn't there a line you can't cross or shouldn't cross? Like, we can't just blow everything up.
Our great war is a spiritual war.
I agree.
Our great depression is our lives.
I agree.
All been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars.
All of this is facts. Slowly
learning that fact.
All of it's facts, man.
We're very, very pissed off.
Right. Or at least people should be, but people are like comfortable, man. People are comfortable. Great, absolutely fantastic. That's one of the parts in this movie that probably resonated with a lot of people.
You hear me now?
There's a benefit to getting hit a lot, right? Which is that you have really no fear of getting beat up. These guys have no fear of getting hit, which is it's a plus. Great! I love this scene too! Oh, the laughing, bro. Oh, that one hurt. So used to the pain, you know? There's something about getting used to pain. Who puked? Someone puked. And this part? Yo, Brad Pitt, I swear to God. This is like a...
Each one of you has a homework assignment.
Brad Pitt.
I am Jack's smirking revenge.
Oh, what? See, this is like absolute insanity. Well, I was not condoning this behavior from time, but like, jeez, man. This is like basically like a woman pretending to get, you know, abused by someone. It's the same garbage. It's the same crap. So dumb. So dumb. But I get why he's doing it, because he's so detached from normal society that he can do kind of anything he wants. He has like no fear that he'll do anything to get what he wants from society. See, it's so lame. It's so lame. But he doesn't care. See, and he got his money, you know? He got what he wanted. He doesn't care what he looks like. He has no insecurities anymore. He doesn't care what people think about him at all. There's something freeing about that. But then I still can't agree with the way he's going about things. I kind of like the attacks on the corporations. I don't like this part. I don't like them hitting people's property, you know? See?
Yeah, did you start that one? No, I thought you did.
This part I'm okay with. It's kind of funny.
Hey, what are we doing?
Oh my gosh, this scene.
Back. No, hey, don't fuck around.
And he's just by himself right now. He's by himself right now. He's just by himself doing this.
Raymond KSL 1320. I'm keeping your license.
I'm keeping your license. I'm gonna check in on you.
You're veterinarian in 6 weeks. You will be dead.
Oh my gosh. 6 weeks. That's so messed up. I want to know if he's serious about actually checking up on him. Because, you know, I understand what he's trying to do.
Imagine how he feels. Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life.
Will it? You know, he could be right. He could be right. He could be right. But I don't know. I actually wish we kind of saw what happened next with Raymond. Because the man could be traumatized. I don't know if he's going to actually start to pursue his life goals now. See, this part is a little extra to me. It's a little extra. But I don't know how you get through to corporations and greedy people without doing it. Without doing stuff like this. You know what we have to do? Stop buying stuff. That's it. Stop buying stuff. But I don't know if enough people could do that at the same time to really have an effect on anything. But if we just stop buying stuff, you know how quickly things would change? It's like I agree with his message. He's just on the, you know, toxic, neutral, chaotic, whatever that chart is. He's like on the chaotic side of truth, where I'm like on the other side of truth. And then there's the neutral side, I guess, where people just kind of, I don't know.
I don't understand. I mean, why does a weaker person need to latch on to a strong person? What is that?
What do you get out of it?
He sees himself as better than her. Like I said before, a weaker person latching on to a stronger person. So he does think that he is better than her for some reason. I guess it's because of all the property he's been able to acquire. And now she's calling it out. She called him out on, what do you get out of it? So maybe she thinks that he is weak and he is latching onto her because he is, I don't know, emotionally fragile. But he thinks that she is calling him out on Tyler.
Us?
And she's like, what?
What do you mean by us?
Oh, here we go.
If the applicant then waits for 3 days without food, shelter, or encouragement, he may then enter.
3 days. 3 days. That is some cult stuff right there, bro. He really broke these people down. Just a bunch of guys who are become disillusioned by life. And now they're able to be taken advantage of because they have nothing else to look for. It sucks. Too fat and ugly and stupid. Get out of here. Oh my god. He's leaving. He himself told him to leave, and then he himself went to go get him back. Horrible.
Tyler built himself an army.
Horrible. Cult. Cult nonsense right now. Project Mayhem. So obviously there's a problem with the world, but like this isn't the way to fix it, right? Like I said, it's we stop buying stuff. We stop buying stuff. That's how you fix it. Or at least get the attention of the people in power. You know, we truly have to learn how to be self-sufficient. That's the answer. Or to only buy things that are necessary to our survival. That would really shift stuff. Because it's nice to have the convenience of, what do you call it? The infrastructure of society. So that we can, you know, get what we need, food and whatever, easily. That's all nice. But then it's all that extra garbage that we don't need. And that we consume a lot of unnecessarily. That's where greed comes in. And that's where it allows people to be greedy. Because they play off of our weaknesses. And these guys are sick and tired of it. And they're fighting back. They're just doing it in a, you know, what can they do? They're angry. The question is, how do you get everybody to stop buying stuff they don't need?
The people you are after are the people you depend on. We cook your meals. We haul your trash. We connect your calls. We drive your ambulances. We guard you while you sleep.
Do not mess with us.
Fuck with us.
Oh, you know, see, that's the thing, man. The people have the power. The people have the power. We just don't use it. So this man was congratulating the pretty boy while at the same time hating the pretty boy. He was like watching himself congratulate this guy and getting jealous of it. Now he's gonna destroy him. Yeah, bro is so sick. He is so sick, man. And he doesn't care, bro. He just doesn't care.
and I started Fight Club together. Do you remember that?
I
It's as much
wonder
mine as it is
if
yours,
he's
you know.
saying
Is this about
both
you and me?
both
Yeah, I
lines
thought
of
we were doing
dialogue
this
out
together.
loud
Listen, the
to
point.
the people in the back,
Does
right?
not-
Is he saying
we are
both?
not
Are they
together.
hearing him say both lines? Or are they just hearing one side of the conversation?
Guys, what would you wish you'd done before you died?
Paint a self-portrait.
Build a house. And you? I don't know. Nothing. Come on, get in the way.
Me, go to Japan. I want to go to Japan. That's mine. Here's another thing you guys can comment. What was the question? That's the question. What do you wish you'd done before you die? Mine is go to Japan. What is yours? Comment it down. Put that down. In the past, it would have been write a book, but I've done that, so I'm good on that. Next thing I would love to do is go to Japan.
If you were to die right now, how would you feel about your life? I don't know.
Okay, I would feel okay about my life. I feel like I would... That's a great question, too. Like, if you were to die right now, how would you feel about your life? I would feel like, darn, I didn't get every goal that I set out to do. But I would also be like, I tried. I've been trying, right? I've been trying. So I wouldn't feel bad, like, or have any regret for not trying. But I would have a little bit of disappointment where it's like, shoot, I didn't make it. Well, better luck next time, I guess. But yeah, it's a good meditation. Are you guys happy with your life and what you've done with it?
Take the wheel. Look at you. You're fucking pathetic. Why?
It's pathetic to want to live.
Think I blew up your
It's pathetic to have a little bit of self-preservation. You're stupid.
Stop trying to just let go.
Oh man. I mean, there's a limit, right? Moderation.
Let go.
That's why I believe in the center way. Yeah, let go of certain things, It's important to learn how to let go of certain things, but I believe it's okay to have a little bit of, self-preservation. Like my guy here just put on his seatbelt. What, is that pathetic?
You'll wear leather clothes that will last you the rest of your life.
Are you hearing this? This is the world
Find the wrist thick cuts of when you look down, you'll see tiny figures pounding corn.
He's like describing the world he wants to live in. Was he just describing the world he wants to live in? Like he's seeing the ruins of the Rockefeller Center and the ruins of buildings, and he sees corn being grown in the streets and whatnot? Is that what he just described? It's a little hard to hear and understand. That's the kind of world he wants to live in. See, the thing about society is I like the infrastructure, and I like what society looks like. I just think people are overly greedy. And then he disappears. He disappears at this point. What triggered his disappearance? Was it the near-death experience he had? In the plane, it was a death experience in his dream that triggered Tyler's appearance. And now, the death experience in his actual waking life, maybe it triggered something else for him to leave again? I mean, it's impressive what he has built, right? But these guys are just the same as they were in society. They're just pawns for somebody else. They're still pawns. They're still pawns.
Control, sir.
And what, now they're hiding information from him? How are they hiding information from him? Isn't he the boss? Damn. I mean, that is efficient. That is some efficient vandalizing. Damn, man. In the head. He's gone then. Yeah, he's gone. In the head. How did they get his body out of there, man?
In death, a member of Project Mayhem.
Oh, Lord. Now they're just making stuff up. They're just making stuff up. It just, oh. I understand. No. No, you do not understand, my guy. Settle down.
I'm not exposed to speak any such information to you, nor would I even if I had said information you want at this juncture.
That's how well tightly he created this community.
Setting up franchises.
That he can't even infiltrate it. It's crazy to think that a person could do this in such a state. Look at him. And look what he built. I know it's a movie, but still. What the hell are they doing back there? Just chanting that?
Welcome back, sir.
What even is that?
You're the one who gave me this.
Oh my gosh, what a way to like...
Turn your seat backs to their full, upright, and locked position.
What a way to realize that something is not right with yourself.
You broke your promise.
Damn, bro.
Fucking talk to her about me.
Here we go. Why is he dressed like that now? Why is he dressed like this? I prefer his previous style. That's just me though.
Say it.
Oh man. Oh man. I am you. Yeah. Yes, you are.
That's right.
You know what I would love to see? You know what I'd love to see? I would love to see the whole movie without Brad Pitt in it and only reshoot all the scenes with Brad Pitt in it with just Edward Norton. So we're seeing exactly what is happening. I'd love to see that.
Have night jobs because you can't sleep. Or you step and make soap.
So he does actually do those things. He wasn't really making up a backstory back then. He actually stays up late and makes soap, and he actually has that night job as a waiter. He actually does those things because he can't sleep. Because he has insomnia.
Gotta talk to you. Marla! Marla!
You watch out, ball freak! Hit me with a fucking broom!
Oh, I know.
They almost broke my arm!
Oh.
Finger tips and lie. The stick was all in.
When she went over to go and see him, she met the guys and they were putting her through the ropes. They're so stupid. They were trying to initiate her or something.
I really like you, Marla.
You do?
I really do. I don't want anything bad to happen to you because of me.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Uh-oh. Why is her life in danger? Because Tyler wants her gone? And he might do something drastic? And he's afraid of himself?
I can't do this anymore.
Alright, girl. Go ahead. Stand up for yourself. Look at her. She's not that hopeless after all, huh? She at least has some standards.
They think you're some kind of a threat. I can't explain it right now.
Ah, so they do think she's a threat.
I'm not
Gotcha.
back. I can...
Oh god. Were his people on that bus? No. I don't think so.
Why credit card companies?
If you erase the debt record, then we all go back to zero.
That would be interesting, huh? That would be interesting if that actually happened. It's like, I want to know what that would be like if it happened. But the way they're going about it is just so destructive. You know, people will probably get hurt and whatnot. But imagine.
I'm giving you a direct order. We are aborting this mission right now.
You said you would definitely.
How did he cover everything so well? He was like a super genius as Tyler. My thing is, if they actually went through with it and did it, how in the heck were they gonna clean up all the mess afterward and like make it look like it was before, you know? So what's he trying to do? He can't save every building. I guess he's just trying to save this one.
Security, maintenance, all our people. We're not killing anyone.
Ah, see, that's a clincher for me. If they're not hurting anybody, it's still horrible, and they can't be 100% sure that nobody's getting hurt, right? But it's almost like in a movie hypothetical sense. I feel like if they're not hurting anybody, yeah, why not? Go ahead, destroy all the credit card buildings. Let's see what happens. Shake it up a little bit, as long as nobody's getting hurt. He's so mad at himself for getting it right that he starts to fight himself. Okay, I think there's like some sort of significance here. He's wearing like really nice shoes. Is there something to that? Like, and his fashion is different? Like, why is Tyler wearing all these fancy clothes right now?
Wow!
Brad Pitt.
Okay. You are now firing a gun at your imaginary friend near 400 gallons of nitroglycerin! Tyler!
Oh my god, he did it again. Ooh. what a comical fight. I wonder if they told him to go kung fu or if that was just a decision that he made on his own. It was a good choice. how is he doing that? How did he do that is my question, you know? Why did he beat himself up so bad? It's like he really, really wanted his plan to go forward, but the you know, the other side of him didn't. But the Tyler side of him was pissed off that he screwed up that one bomb.
I'm sorry. I still can't think of anything.
Flashback humor.
I still can't think of anything. What did he say the first time? I can't think of anything to say? And now he still can't think of anything? Was that what just happened there? Flashback humor. They did get her on the bus. I was right. It looked like people got up and started surrounding her on that bus. Oh, he's learning. He's learning how to control it.
Not my head, Tyler.
Our head.
Our head.
Does he shoot himself in the right place? Like, how does he know where to shoot himself? Hey. Oh. So, he was really trying to off himself, or did he know where to shoot himself to survive? How did he hit Tyler in the back of the head, like through the head, and himself not through the head? I still got questions. I got questions.
Oh, no, sir. He's not kidding. You're really awful. You need medical assistance.
Fine.
Look, I can't believe he's still.
One tough motherfucker.
I can't believe he's standing. One tough motherfucker. It actually happened. See, I like that the plan actually went through. My only hope is nobody got hurt, you know? But it's nice to see that the plan actually went through. It's such a bittersweet ending. And then you get this beautiful shot here. Beautiful shot right here. Iconic shot. They both look so... They look so them. I don't know how else to put it. And then we get that shot. And it's over. Oh, great movie, great movie. Man, that was a long one. That was quite a long movie. I feel like I've been sitting here for 3 to 4 hours. You know, without having to scroll back throughout the whole movie. I don't want to talk too long. I feel like this video has probably been long enough. We'll go through the characters without looking for them. For the guy, the main guy, Edward Norton. You know, he's just got serious mental issues. You know, his mental issues stacked on with the monotony of everyday life that, you know, most of us go through. The waking up, same time, going to our job, same time, coming home to drink or forget about our work for a couple of hours while we indulge in the things that we love. Like, I don't know. Or not even love, but we just indulge in the things that are easily accessed, that give us a lot of comfort because we're not really happy with the other side of our life, which is just going to work, you know? And that, the mundaneness, coupled with his mental issues, really just made a cocktail that was not good for society, you know? Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt's character, the manifestation of the normal guy's angst. Love Brad Pitt's character. I love the way he acted in this movie. Very charismatic. It's just, you know, he's evil, which sucks. That was not good. But there's not much to say, right? He was just that evil monkey on Edward Norton's shoulder that really made him do what he thought he wanted to do, or what he felt needed to be done to save the world in a way. Yeah, the credits ended early, so I might as well come back. But yeah, charismatic, cool, chill, had a lot of great points that I really, really agree with because, you know, consumerism is a disease that is just rampant. And it's due to the fact that, you know, I don't know. I think we're all just really complacent. We have very comfortable lives, and we're blind to a lot of the evil things that are actually happening in the world. Grotesquely evil things that we can't even imagine, you know, things that would make you puke if you saw them, like the guy who puked when Tyler was getting beat up by the owner of the thing and he was bleeding all over the place. But things like 10 times, 100 times worse than that are happening, and we're all just kind of asleep to it. And I get why, because we are human and we have our self-preservation in mind. And that comes to physical self-preservation and mental self-preservation. So we don't want to be thinking about the horrible things that are happening in the world 24/7. I guess we also feel like, what the hell can we all do about it? What can I do about it? You know, bad things happen. What can I do about it? So I get why we are complacent, but also the things Tyler says are right. We are. Yeah, you guys know that Sum 41 song, "We're All to Blame"? Yeah, we are. We're all to blame. Yeah, what are the lyrics in that song? Oh, God. I think I'll just end the video here. Actually, you know, okay. Marsha? I don't know. Love her character. Love Helen Bonham Carter. She's so absolutely attractive to me. She's a hot mess in this movie. But you know, I felt good about her standing her ground, at least in the relationship. You know, she has some issues, obviously, with where she was going, how she was spending her time, the drug abuse. But then at least she had some sort of standards, and she didn't want to be treated horribly in that relationship. So I found that to be a sort of spark of light. The Brotherhood, they're all, like I said, they're all still a bunch of pawns. They were pawns in real life, just going about their daily lives with no aspirations, no goals, going to their jobs, hating their lives. They're pawns there, and they're also pawns in this cult of Project Mayhem. So it's like, you know, I feel like that's why there's no value in the group that was made by Tyler, in my eyes. You know, it's their way of trying to fight the system, but I don't think it's a very effective way of fighting the system. Although I would like to see what happened after all those bank buildings crumbled. You know, that part is very interesting. I'd love to see what would happen in that. Again, I think that if we want to see some change, we have to stop buying particular things. Buy only certain things that we need, and other things that we don't need, don't buy them. Anyway, you guys let me know if you want to do that. I'll join the fight in that. But I'll finish it off with these lyrics from Sum 41's "We're All to Blame." The first one goes, "How can we still succeed taking what we don't need? Telling lies, alibis, selling all the hate that we breed. Supersize our tragedies. You can't define me or justify greed." Woo! But in the land of the free, and this is the chorus, "and we're all to blame. We've gone so far from pride to shame. We're trying so hard, we're dying in vain. We're hopelessly blissful and blind to all we are. We want it all with no sacrifice." This is Sum 41, bro. They wrote this so long ago. I don't see the date here, but this was so long ago, like 2000. Verse 2, "Realize we spend our time living in a culture of fear. Stand to salute, say thanks to the man of the year. How did we all come to this? You can't define me or justify greed. And greed that we just can't resist." Yeah, we can't resist it, man. And back to, "We're all to blame. We're trying so hard, dying in vain." Alright, there's not too much more to the chorus. They just sing it differently at the end. It's just like, "Everyone, don't we all, we will fall, 'cause we're all to blame, bro." It's crazy. It's crazy to think about it, but it's like, how do you change things? And I always ask that. And I've said what I think is the solution multiple times. We need to stop buying stuff. Imagine we all stopped buying stuff for a year, 6 months even. I really think that it wouldn't even take that long for things to, like, I don't know, just for the financial system to really get shaken to its core. If we all just stop buying stuff, even a week, probably just a week, the banks would be like, "What's going on? What's going on?" Panic, panic, panic. It wouldn't even take much. The hardest part is getting all of the people, and we are the people, we do have the power, to stand together. That's the hardest part, because there's so many of us, and the people in charge do a fantastic job of keeping us divided. That's their main objective. If they can keep us divided, they can control us forever. But I'm going to end that there. Fight Club, fantastic, thought-provoking movie. Masculinity, love it. I love a movie about, like, masculinity, even though it's toxic masculinity. I can admit it. I think that phrase is thrown around way too often these days, but these individuals in this movie, I think, were on that side. I can't deny it. You can't deny it. But in the end, still a fantastic movie. And yeah, I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next video is going to be of a favorite top 10 video of mine. is going to be Snatch. Snatch is what we're watching next. I absolutely love that movie so much, and it's another Brad Pitt movie. So we're having, there's two Meatloaf. There were two Meatloaf movies this month, and there are also going to be two Brad Pitt movies. That's awesome. Actually, no, I think we're going to be in June by Fight Club, but it's still cool that we're hitting up another Brad Pitt movie. I love Brad Pitt. But until then, guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you guys are doing really well out there. Keep your heads up. I know society is crazy, but yeah, keep your heads up, and let me know if you were let me know if you're gonna run that plan about not buying stuff, because I'll be on that. I will be on that. But yeah, like, sub, share, GG's.